Welcome. My name is Michael Gonzalez, and this is my YouTube channel. I have been posting on this YouTube channel for quite some time. For a couple years, I posted base covers, and I posted a video of me eating pizza for some reason. I don't know what that was about, but I'm here. I'm here now. My neighborhood is not the best. I get planes every 5 seconds and trucks passing by. It's just not the best area to film a YouTube video. Doesn't matter. Anyways, life update. I turned 18 and I got my first car. I got a Hyundai Genesis Coupe. I was not into cars at the time. I just wanted something to not be embarrassed by. Turns out I'm very into cars. So I started working on my car, I started modding it, and it was awesome. I absolutely fell in love with cars. So then at that point, I decided to become a mechanic. I went to trade school. I continued to modify my car. If you want to see the progress of that, I'll link my Instagram in the description. And it was a grand old time. It was nice. I loved it. And then eventually, I crashed it. And then I rebuilt it. And then I crashed it again. So, a lot of mistakes happened with that car, and eventually I sold it off for $4,700. And I'm like, okay, I need to get a big boy job. I graduated my tech school. What I'm gonna do, I need a daily that's not gonna break down on me, that I'm not gonna modify. What do I get that's still sporty? So I wound up getting a Subaru WRX. Okay, now on paper, Subaru WRX is awesome, okay? It has 4 doors, 5 seats. It looks not bad. It's a manual. I don't know if you can see that. It's an awesome car on paper. Thing is, I took out a loan to buy this car, which was a great mistake. Making not that much above minimum wage, and then monthly payments and insurance and gas. It's a mess. And so I realized, I'm like, wait, I have a full-time job, and I'm not making that much money because I have other loans as well for tools and for school and for a million other things. And I'm like, I can't make any money because I own this car, but like, it's cool and everything, but what's the point if I can't make any money? So I decided to sell it. So it's on the market right now for 19 grand. I don't know if anyone's gonna buy it. Hopefully someone will get rid of it. However, before my car sells, I need another car because I still need to get to work. I still need to drive. So what did I do? I bought something else. I bought it in cash, so no monthly payment. I bought it old, so it has a very low insurance. And it just so happens to be my dream project car that I've been wanting for like 5 years. I've been dreaming about having this car. And a lot of people buy cars for different reasons, for their status and to get girls or whatever. I mean, I've shown this car to like all of my girl space friends, and each one of them said it was extremely ugly and they hated it. And so I still wanted it, you know? It's beautiful, very beautiful, inside and out. She is gorgeous. I don't have a name for her yet, but what I do know is that this is going to be a lifetime project, and I want to document every last minute of it on this YouTube channel, so I have something to look back on when this car is with me when I'm 50 years old and it's still in my garage and I still take it out on weekends. So what is the car? A 1995 Lexus SC400. Look at this freaking piece of art, dude. Oh my goodness. It is dirty. It is old. I can't even get regular insurance for it. The regular registration has to be under antique history registration or collectors or whatever it's called. It's not even on the road yet. But I've been dreaming about this car for 5 years and I've been putting it off, and I just figured I gotta do it. At some point, you just gotta get the thing that you want to get for you. And even though it might be not extremely practical, or it might not be extremely responsible, the thing is that it doesn't really matter because I can still very much get around in this. It has 4 seats. I can carry stuff in the trunk. I mean, it works, it drives. So why not? The only thing stopping myself from getting the thing that I really wanted was myself. And so I just went for it. So I was on Facebook Marketplace one day. I was looking for 4Runners, 3rd gen 4Runners, because they're awesome. I still want a 3rd gen 4Runner. But I couldn't find any that were clean. Each one of them was like 7 owners, body completely rusted, interior ripped up, engine at 300,000 miles, 10 grand. Like, it's ridiculous. So I'm like, no, I'm not buying that. So then I'm like, okay, let me just look up Lexus SC, see what pops up. And this beauty popped up. Some lady posted it on Facebook Marketplace, and I called her up, and she said, yeah, my father had it and babied it and garage kept it, and then I'm trying to sell it. I'm like, wait, there's one owner? She's like, yeah, it has one owner. I'm like, okay, I'm on my way. And then I bought it. It has one owner. Are you kidding me? From 1995? You can find, but they're 15 grand. You cannot find a car from the 90s with one owner that's unmodified, completely stock, in great condition, one owner, garage kept. Are you serious, dude? Like, 3 grand. Granted, it has almost 200,000 miles. It has 178,000 miles. But with one owner, I mean, some of you should know, a car with 100,000 miles that was abused is a lot worse than a car with 200,000 miles that was babied, you know? So, let's get in. Let me try to, all right, here we go. First of all, the store is huge. So a little bit of history about this car. This car came out in 1991 as the Lexus SC400. Okay, then in 1992 they came out with the Lexus SC300, and they're a little bit different. They just have different motors. So the 400 has a 4.0 V8, and the 300 has a 3.0 inline-6. And everyone goes after the 300 because it has the same motor as the 2JZ, as the Toyota Supra with the 2JZ. Ooh, it has a 2JZ motor in it. Ooh, I want a Supra and I can't afford a Supra, so therefore I'm gonna get a Lexus that costs like a 100th of a Toyota Supra Mark IV and get the same motor, yeah, and pretend it's a Toyota Supra. That's what they all do. They all pretend like it's a Toyota Supra. They all pretend like it's a wannabe or a Lexus version of the Toyota Supra. That's not the case at all. It is a completely different car. This car was made for luxury with a little bit of sportiness to it. That's what this car was made for. The Supra was made for sportiness, and that's it. They're completely different cars, and people keep comparing them just because they were built on the same platform, on the same chassis. And that's it. So the 400, the SC400 has the V8, so it doesn't even share the same motor with the Supra. It only shares the chassis and it shares the transmission. Literally everything else about the car is different. So I'm sick and tired of people buying these cars and then modding them as if they were a Toyota Supra and saying, yeah, this is my budget Toyota Supra. No, dude, it's a Lexus SC. It's a completely different car, and it should be respected as its own car. So my build will be completely different than pretty much every other SC build out there. I really just can't believe that I have it. I've been wanting this car for so long. You guys have no idea. I can tell you everything about this car, and this is the first time I've owned it, and I can tell you everything about it. I love it. I got the pre-1998 version. In 1998, they did a facelift, and they updated the motor to a VVT-I motor because Honda was convinced everyone to go with variable valve timing with their Hondas because everyone loved it. But the thing was that when they changed it to VVT-I, they decreased the rods, the thickness of the rods. So it's actually a weaker motor past 1998. So this is a 1995, and so it doesn't have the facelift. So the front bumper is pretty ugly. So I'm gonna do everything to this car, really. But front bumper is ugly. Just the body kit on it is not great pre-facelift. But that doesn't really matter. And I'm really happy that I got the pre-VVT-I because it has a stronger internal motor and it can handle more power eventually if I decide to tune it. So, let's take a tour. These wheels are not stock. I don't know where that guy got them from, but it's all right. They'll just be Winters. So, first of all, as soon as you walk in the door, they have what are they called? Seat position, like automatic seat positions. You press this one and it goes to a certain seat. You press this one and it goes to a different setup. That was unheard of in 1995. Nuts. And you're gonna see a lot of that in here. So this steering wheel looks extremely grandpa-y, which I'm not a huge fan of. I'm driving it cut out, damn it. Yeah, I was driving it like a grandpa down. I feel like a grandpa driving this car because this thing was huge. So I plan on changing this steering wheel for something a little bit smaller. I think the facelift version has a smaller and better designed steering wheel. But look at this infotainment system. This thing's beautiful. The Lexus premium sounds. It actually sounds better than my Subaru. My 2018 Subaru. This 1995 Lexus sounds better than it. It has a phone! Are you serious? Dude, look. The antenna's right here. It has a phone. Dude, this car is so sick. Alright. Well, that's enough yapping. Let's get this thing running. It actually runs terribly because it needs spark plugs and has a vacuum leak, things like that. I'm gonna fix all of it in 2 weeks. But I'll just turn it on, just have it on. Starts up every time. It idles absolutely awfully. Yeah, it stalls if you just leave it here for more than 2 seconds. Yeah, it stalled. So I'm not gonna run it on. Yeah, this car's been sitting for 2 years, so it has bad gas. So I'm gonna do a whole crap of maintenance on this car before I even get it on the road. So I'm gonna do a lot of preventative maintenance, things that don't need to be done yet, but I will do them anyway just because I don't want it to fail if I take this car upstate or something and then it just breaks down. It's a mess, so I want to fix everything that would potentially fail, so it won't fail in the future. So this car is going to be running mint, absolutely mint. Oh, it is cracked, huh? These are prone to cracking, and I thought mine wasn't cracked, but it is cracked. But anyways, oh, look at that. This real wood, dude. This, oh my God, look at this. Oh, are you kidding me? This is a really sucky cup holder, because if you put a bottle in this and you make a turn, it goes whoop, and then it just falls. So that was not a very good design. But I have another cup holder right here. Pennies in it. That sucker that sold me this car gave me a discount. Oh God. Look at these seats too. Dude. Look at these dude, these seats are perfect. Every one of these cars you'll see have like completely ripped up seats, and they're a mess. I have one tear here and some distress here. I'm gonna get all that fixed. And the driver, I have 2 little tears right there. Dude, look at this. Look, I can adjust the freaking bass mids. They give you knobs to adjust the tuning of the sound. Are you serious? This car is so cool. So, about the automatic transmission, I'm not a huge fan of that. The 300, only like 20% of them came with a manual transmission. The SC400, none of them came with a manual transmission. I don't know why they did that, because they could have. But here we are with a automatic transmission. However, it is very easy to put a manual transmission in this car. I believe there's a couple different ways you could go, but I really, really enjoy the Nissan Z, the 350Z, the 370Z, the transmission they use in that car, and the clutch and everything. It's awesome. It's amazing. It handles up to like 600 horsepower. It's really good. I don't plan on getting anywhere near that anyways. So I want to use that transmission in this car, and it's very, very easy to swap it over, like easier than people think. I keep telling people, I'm gonna manual swap this, and they're like, that's insane. Why would you manual swap this car? That's so much work. It's not that bad, and it's worth it. It's really, really worth it. So let me show you the motor. Oh yeah, check it out. The Gooch Kula, right? That is a Gooch Kula. Oh my God, I love this car. It's so sick. Name one car made in 2024 with a Gooch cooler. Name one. You can't. You can't. Bought this thing for $3,000. It's a Gooch cooler. You kidding me? It's good. The 1UZ FE non-VVTI. This thing is beautiful, guys. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, man. So it makes 250 horsepower stock. The VVTi one makes 290. This makes 250. So for a V8, you're probably thinking that's nothing. But for 1995, it still wasn't that great. But, oh man. The really, really special thing that I like about this motor is that, first of all, it differentiates itself from the Toyota Supra, because everyone says, oh, that's the Lexus version of the Supra, right? Ooh, that has the 2JZ. No, it doesn't have the 2JZ. This has the 1UZ. Idiot. That's what I'm going to be saying every time I take this thing to like a car event. So it has a 4-liter V8. Why is that cool? if you look at American cars, all of them have, at the very minimum, like all like the muscle cars and the trucks and everything, 5-liter V8s. 5.5, 5.7, 6, 6.2, 6.3, 6.7, 7. They're huge. They're absolutely ginormous. And they do it to make more torque so that they can carry their groceries. And it's really stupid. And to have a V8, you don't need your V8 to be huge. And so you can get that beautiful V8 sound without having a gigantic motor. I can't say enough good things about this motor. It, first of all, look, it has a freaking Lexus badge on top. That's so beautiful. It's extremely reliable. You will constantly see these things running way past 500,000 miles. 1 million miles, you'll see these things. They are extremely durable. Extremely durable. The parts are getting a little bit more expensive as time goes on, but it's not that bad. Not only are they reliable, but they're extremely luxurious. Lexus ran an ad in 1991 for this car, it was actually an ad for the LS400, which has the same motor. So they stacked wine glasses on top of each other with wine in it on top of this motor and redlined it. Like, redlined this engine with wine glasses stacked on top of the engine to prove that the wine glasses didn't even move. They did not move at all. That's how stable this engine is. Of course, it's not stable right now because it needs spark plugs. But once I get this thing running mint, it's going to be so smooth. Oh my god! Like it is on par, or even higher than on par with the Mercedes and the BMWs of this time. Like, it has power seats. It has an amazing sound system. It has power everything, really. The transmission is extremely smooth. I mean, everything about this car is just luxury. And in 1995, this thing sold for 70 grand. 70 grand this costs. I paid three. I am living like a rich person from 1995. I think that's just awesome. That's just so cool. What are they saying? Yes, the engine's reliable. It's luxurious. It's stable. And not only that, but it makes power if you want it. Because it has thick rods, pre-VVTi. And just the way that this engine was over-engineered. Everything on this car was over-engineered. It was built to last longer and built stronger than it needs to be. You do not find anything like that nowadays. If you buy a brand new car, it will start falling. It will not last. This car's 30 years old. You buy a 2024 car, you think it's going to last 30 years? Hell no, it's not going to last 30 years. They don't make them like they used to. And this is the peak of that saying. They don't make them like they used to. This motor can make like, 1,100 horsepower with 15 grand in mods. You put 15 grand into a Subaru, it makes 20 more horsepower. Like, it's not the same thing. And reliably too. I don't want to make 1,100 horsepower. I want to make I'll just tell you my plan. Okay, so first of all, I'm changing the body. Okay, the front bumper, the rear bumper, the side skirts, they're kind of ugly stock, unfortunately. I get the vibe. I understand what they were going for, but it's just not my style. And so I'm going to get a KBD, I think it's called the Vortex or VT something kit from KBD, and it's polyurethane, so it's basically indestructible comes with a front bumper, rear bumper, and side skirts. And I'm gonna wrap it. I'm either gonna wrap it black or red. I keep burping, I'm sorry. And then I'm gonna get gold badges because I think the gold Lexus badges are just beautiful. The keys, look at the keys. Gold badge on the key. That's this button on the key. I don't know what that's for. But anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so I'm gonna do a wrap on it with KBD body kit. And the interior, I just want to change like the steering wheel, and I want to fix all the rips and tears to make the interior mint, and do a detail on the carpet. Like, that's it. Interior will be kept mint. And then, so the body will have a body kit. I'm going to do wheels. I really want SSR Minerva wheels. They're discontinued, so you have to buy them used. So to get the right spec is a mess, and they're expensive. So I don't know if that's going to work. And then GMR makes a replica of those wheels, so I might do that. But I got made fun of for even bringing that up. So I don't know if that's the move. But I love that wheel design. They're absolutely beautiful. And I think that chrome would really, really bring this car to life. What else do I want to do? I want to get the transmission swapped to a manual. Of course, I want to do it extremely clean. It's not going to look janky, so the interior will still look very, very OEM. It's going to be lowered on coilovers. I think Bilsteins. I really enjoy Bilsteins because they're the opposite of what the coilover trend is right now. Like, the trend is, how low can we get these coilovers to go so we're static and still have coilovers on? Which is not what Bilstein's about. Bilstein is about performance and actual, like, suspension. What I mean by that is that if you get BCs, you can change the dampening to have absolutely no play. So if you go over a bump, you're dunk, dunk. Like, you might as well put the car in washers at that point. There's no point of having coilovers. It's stupid. It's really stupid. My brother called me. With Bilsteins, you can't even change the dampening of the springs. It's at one consistent dampening setting. So if you drive around bumps, it will go around the bumps like regular sport suspension will. But then if you take a turn, it, like, I don't know how they do it. But they make them stiff around corners and a little bit bouncier with, like, around, like, bumps and stuff. So it's an amazing coilover system for if you want to drive the car and have it perform like an actual car, not a racer static, like, idiot car. And you can still drop them pretty low enough, especially with the body kit on. It'll be with the body kit and it being lowered on coilovers, not a lot, but just an appropriate amount. Yeah, it's gonna look really, really good. And then another thing that I really want to do is get this. They have this inside headlight, which is the high beam. I'm gonna I don't know what I'm gonna do, but the idea is to have this as an intake. So there's going to be a hole in here to go into because if you notice, the airbox is right here. So if I can have this giant thing here with a cone intake filter, and have this as like a hole for air to come in, so I get a crap ton of air in the engine, that would be absolutely sick. But I don't want it to look janky and just remove the headlight. So I want to do something where maybe I have like a hole in the middle of the headlight and then it goes through, or like a halo around this, kind of like how like the Porsche 911s have the halo around their headlight housing, something like that. I don't know what I'm gonna talk to I want to do everything myself, really, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. But this car. Oh God, I cannot believe I have it. I'm gonna own this car for the rest of my life. I'm never getting rid of it. It's gonna be a lifelong project that I will always have. It will always be in my garage. I'll always be working on it in my free time. And I just am so excited to get to know this car and enjoy it. It does feel kind of sad to unalive another Lexus SC because meaning like getting rid of a stock one and modifying it, because they're getting more and more rare to find. They're getting more and more rare to find a stock example of these Lexus SCs. So now that I found one, I do feel bad to basically take that off of the market of having another, taking away one more stock SC from the market. But the thing is that I'm not taking it away from the market because I'm never going to sell it. So it's going to be mine. It doesn't matter what I do with it, really. So it is kind of a ceremonial thing when I put my first mod on. I mean, technically the old owner already put these wheels on them, so technically it's not stock anymore, but yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this car stock as long as I can to really get to know it in this state, and then slowly, very, very slowly over time, I'm going to do some of the things that I mentioned and a million other things that I want to get done. But the first step is making it bulletproof. I'm going to do a bunch of preventative maintenance and make it run absolutely beautifully. It's gonna feel like it's a 20,000 mile car, and it's gonna be absolutely mint. I'm gonna fix all the body work, any dings and any and restore plastics and everything. And slowly over time, and I'm going to document everything that I do to this car on video on this YouTube channel, and hopefully I can keep that YouTube channel up for a very long time, and then I can look back when I'm 50 and watch this video. Hello, 50-year-old Mikey. How's the SE doing? I hope that it still exists. So that's it. Anything else I want to show? Oh yeah, check this out. I have power steering wheel. I think when you turn on the car, I don't know if I showed you, but the steering wheel comes out when you turn on the car and adjusts to your seat thing. I'm gonna be living life like I'm a rich person in 1995. I just think that's awesome. I'm very, very excited. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, future Mikey, for watching. This channel might get subscribers, it might not. I don't really care. I'm gonna do a lot of how-to videos. Any sort of maintenance that people have on their SE, there's not a YouTube video out there for it. I'm gonna make a YouTube video out there for it. So I will help a lot of people with their SEs with tutorial videos and what are they called? DIY videos, things like that. And so, yeah, I'm really excited. Anyways, and the next video probably won't come out for another couple weeks because I still need to sell the Subaru and then get this on the road, and then I can bring it to my shop and start working on it. So, see you guys in a bit. Thank you for watching. Peace.